computer. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome. I've just started recording right now. I'm going to, maybe we should just refresh yesterday. I know your network wasn't so good. So I'm happy to refresh what we have or a recap of what we had, what we discussed yesterday. And then let me admit more people. And then we can kick off with the video generation. Okay, welcome. I mean, this session is going to be mind-blowing. I can't wait for us to see what's going to happen in this video generation. You know, we had fun yesterday with the image generation. We created a couple of things, right? But this one is going to be massive. So we are going to create our AI twin. We are also going to create things for ourselves. So this is massive. This is going to be massive. So yesterday we talked about prompting techniques for video generation, image generation, and this is universal. So for all video generations you want to do, if you prompt it the right way, you'll be able to get it. And the prompting technique or the prompting formula is subject, description, scene description, style. So you define the style, you define the lens language, that is the framing, the perspective, whether it's area, whether it's close range and all that, the atmosphere, the mood of that area. And then you talk about the detail modifiers as well. And we did build some prompts. We talked about best practices as well. How are you able to create images that look like you, exactly like you, giving it information step by step of what to change, right? We talked about scene description. How do you define your scene to make sure that it's quite elaborate for you to get the actual information or get the actual shot of whatever you're looking for. Okay. We talked about the styling. Styling means whether it's photorealistic or hyper-realistic, or whether you want it to be animated or illustrative or whiteboard character, depending on what that is. That is the style. You have to define what that style is as well, so the AI doesn't second guess what you are trying to create. Okay. And then we talked about the detail modifier. This is what makes your AI image clear, sharp. So define what do you want it to be ultra detailed? Do you want it to be 8K? Do you want it to be high definition? This is what makes your image to be what it is. And usually it comes at the end of the prompt. So ensuring that you have these 6 things in your prompting would help you to create an image that is very realistic. So your subject, your scene, your style, your lighting, or your mood or your atmosphere, and the detail modifiers. Okay, and we did a couple of demos as well. We can see how we can edit images, swap scenes, do some style transfers. It's all possible. Do some in-painting, and also like maybe merge photos or pictures together as well. So I don't know if we got to this, but we talked about the tool list. So where we had Gwen, charts, we are going to look at some other tools as well today, which, I mean, image generation and video generation, they kind of like go hand in hand, because sometimes you need to generate your own image for you to be able to generate your own video as well, right? So ChatGPT, we used ChatGPT a lot yesterday. Gemini also, and Grok. We checked also, we looked at we compared each of those tools as well to see how each of them generates images, if they are high quality images. Okay, so we stopped here. I don't know if you can see my screen. I believe I'm still sharing. So we didn't get to this, but why do images look unreal? Number one, distorted faces. Why do we have distorted faces? That is, my face does not really look like my face. The problem there is, well, one is lack of detailed prompt. The second one is the reference image is not sharp. If the reference image is not sharp, then you have those kind of distorted faces. Okay. Unnatural hands and legs. This problem is when AI misinterprets what we are saying. And we'll look at it. Meta AI is free, but if you use it to create some things, it wobbles because it doesn't know what you're asking it to do. It wobbles. So I'll show all those, I'll show some of those videos as well. So how do you fix it? How do you fix if the faces are not very sharp? So you must, give it a very realistic, give it a better description. So you can say photorealistic image, give it that detailed modifier or detailed modifiers. That's how you make it, that's how you solve that problem. Okay, define exactly what you want. If it's photorealistic, if it's a particular style you also want, you define it clearly so that the AI gives you what you really want. So for AI misinterpreting the human anatomy, sometimes you see the legs are 3, the hands are 6. What do? Explicitly mention the correction. So because I did mention to you, when you want to prompt it, you can just prompt it step by step. So if the legs are appearing like 3, just say remove one leg and then it will remove it. And that's kind of what you do, and you should be able to fix that problem. So sometimes I think somebody mentioned this. If I haven't seen her here, okay, maybe she will join later. So sometimes you have a garbled text. So if you have a garbled text, what do you do? Or even the spellings in a text, they are not very correct. What do you do? So you, first of all, give it a quality text. Write that text, put it somewhere so that it visualizes it, it sees it better. Some models do better than this. Like yesterday, we tried that with Gemini. It didn't really work as well as ChatGPT. ChatGPT sometimes tries, but not quite. But if you do give it the text in step-by-step format, it's going to be helpful for you to now create it. And ChatGPT also has a styling feature where you can erase things and then rewrite it as well. So that could be helpful. So if AI doesn't give you a clear, inconsistent style, if it gives you an inconsistent style, what do? You make sure you define the style, make sure the style matches. So that's also why it's very necessary to break down that prompt that you have. Whatever prompt you have, break it down into the subject, style, scene, lens, atmosphere, and the detailed modifier. It breaks, when you break it down, you're able to visualize, you're able to see clearly what each item does have, what is missing, what you can add, and be able to modify it better. Okay. So let's dive into best practices as a whole now. What is the best practice for you in creating images? Number one, be very hyper-specific. Make sure you are providing very detailed information about what you want to create. Describe it as much as you can. The next thing you need to do is to provide context. Why are you creating that image? So if I want to create, let's say I have a prompt. I just got the prompt and it doesn't say using my image as a reference. I just saw a prompt and liked what the prompt did generate, or what they said the prompt did generate. So I will just, go ahead and describe that context first as much as I can, because AI may not visualize it that much. As much as I can before I now upload it, and I tell it I want to create myself. I want to use my own picture. So give me a prompt that I'll use to create that as myself, and then it will provide that for me. So it's also not unusual for us to iterate and refine. So sometimes when you prompt or you give it a prompt the first time, it may not generate something that is that good for you. So iterate it, refine it, and keep working on it until you get what you want. But understanding how you can correct it is the most effective way, so that you don't just keep prompting and changing things, and then you get frustrated because you're not getting the actual output that you that you would like. I know some of us have been, frustrated in the past by generating images that don't really look like us. So how do we correct that? That's some of the things we have mentioned now. And it's always good for you to start from a new chat. So sometimes you have uploaded an image, or maybe images of yourself or something. AI has a limited context window. If we remember, we talked about context window. So if that context window has been exceeded, it's no longer seeing the image that you have given to it. So it cannot give you a better image. It cannot give you a better quality image. So it's better you start from a new chat, upload that image again, give it that prompt again. It might do a better job. Okay, use step-by-step instructions. So for complex scenes with many elements, break the prompt into steps. First, create a background of the scene, and then create the foreground, create the background, and all that. So you add things step by step. That could be helpful as well. Also use semantic negative prompts. Say you don't want any cars. You are describing, you try as much as possible to describe the scene positively. So maybe instead of saying no cars, you don't want any cars, say it's an empty desert street with no traffic lights, something like that. So there might be situations where you infuse what you don't want, but instead of just saying I don't want this, you can say I want what you want in that particular space. Also, think about the control of the camera when you are using, when you are generating your prompts. Think about the terms like wide angle, shots, low angle perspective, macro shots, and all that. Okay, so Nano Banana do have a little bit of limitations as well. So it's mainly in English, Mexico, Japan, and Hindi. Now it doesn't take some other language, it doesn't support other languages. Of course, it only takes image only. It does not support audio or video inputs, but Veo 3 does have that ability. There are output variations. The model may not always produce the exact number of image outputs explicitly requested by the user. So for Nano Banana, you can only input 3 images at a go. So sometimes you want to generate a very detailed picture of yourself. You might want to upload maybe 2 or 3 pictures so that you can see it better, okay? But it can only take 3 images at once. Okay. So Nano Banana is also a little bit restricted. You can't use images of children, of course, and it's also watermarked. Okay, so this is just what we missed yesterday we didn't get to. What are some real-world applications? They include product mockups, so we can generate product mockups. I did have some products that I created with just ChatGPT. We can use it for visual storytelling. We can also create logos with its current logo. We created it with ChatGPT. It can do product catalog and also social media branding. All of that can use all this for image generation, image editing, and all. So I'll pause here to ask if we have any questions. Do we have any questions before we go to video generation?
Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm sorry for joining late.
No worries.
Okay, so I don't know if there is somewhere in the presentation where we have a list of the different applications for different functions, and the one that are best suited for that function in like a chronological order. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Yes,
for
my
instance.
my
Yeah.
understanding of what you're saying is we have a list of tools
Yes, tools. Yeah.
yes, that we have and then say, okay, ChatGPT is the best for this, and then seconded by Gemini and all, something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. So, well, these models, I can give you a tool list, but
Okay.
these models, they evolve daily. So ChatGPT could be producing very good image quality today, and tomorrow they may not be. Maybe they will be, but I mean,
Or is overtaking.
it could be overtaking,
Yeah.
right? That's kind of like what I'm thinking. So, but I want us, like, you can always, like how we did that comparison the last time, the four men, I would say four, but I think I'll add Claude. Perplexity is another one. The 4 or 5 main platforms that are really pulling their weight on image, if it's image generation, Google is number one, which is Gemini. Grok is number two. Sorry, ChatGPT is number. I don't want to put it in. I don't want to put it in. I can't really grade them, to be honest, because for some it all depends on the prompts. One is another one. So I would say just try these 5 tools. Meta is one. ChatGPT 2. Um, Grok is 3. Gemini, Google is 4, and Perplexity is 5. We didn't try Perplexity yesterday. You see, I haven't even used it to generate images, but I believe it does generate images. I believe it does generate images. Let me see. Choose a model. There must be a model that generates images. Let me try this one. This is a reasoning model. Perplexity for generating images. Okay, does not use a single model for image generation, utilizes anyone. Okay, let's see. Perplexity Pro. Yeah. I think Perplexity can also generate images. So let me see, creates a photo or of a cat for me. Just very simple. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to create that. A cat on a windowsill. That's what it's creating. So this is actually showing how images are being generated. So images are, okay, so it created one for me. So all these platforms, these 5 platforms I did mention now, most times they will be able to create images for you. And most times they are free. They are free. So you can just explore with any of the tools that you would want to use. I can't grade them, and they can be overtaken as well. They can be overtaken as well. Nano Banana, I think Google is in its game. And I want to show you guys something more. Since we are still talking about image generation, there is what we call image effects. Google is on top of their game. So this is some of the tools we are going to be using today is Google FX. So Google FX is popular for movie making. So you can create videos. You can create images, and it will generate 4 different images for you, maybe similar images for you. And it's all for free. All for free. So there's a lot to learn. Let's go to video creation. Any more questions? I don't know if I was able to answer your question, but
Yeah, sure, you did. Don't mind me. I was just trying to adopt a lazy man approach, but this is technology and it keeps evolving
yeah,
and improving every day. So the best thing
exactly.
is to, whenever at any point in time you want to create like a video, yeah, you try. Don't limit yourself to only one tool. Try one or two
Yeah,
tools and see which one, gives you a better output
format.
of what you
Yeah,
want.
yeah, awesome. Yes. Yeah. And it's always evolving. It's always evolving. So and I'm glad all of you have been exposed to all these tools now, so you can pick and choose, and almost all of them are free. I will get to a point also where the videos are free. Videos now they are not very free, so you have to pay for most of them. Okay, so let's dive into our video creation mastery. We'll talk about the workflows, the prompts, as well as some monetization. So we talked yesterday. We talked about image creation. Now, video creation has been a challenge, especially with people creating videos for their commercials. And of course, videos get more attraction than even the images. It's been, of course, you earn a little bit of more money when you are posting on YouTube and all that, but there has been a couple of evolutions that have happened over a period of some time. Um, I would have said I would focus on VO3. Veo 3.1, which is awesome now. Some of the videos that have come out is just animation. They haven't really been able to do the real like video with uh with voice, like with the speaking out. So most of them are just animation. The video will play, but without any voice. But over the past, I would say 1 month ago, we are now able to generate videos with voice. So still very nascent, still very early. So people before now used to prompt and pray, but now we'll prompt with direction because you know actually what you're going to generate. And I've generated quite a few things and it's been awesome. I've been playing around with them for the past 3 weeks and it's been awesome, I would say. So to compare traditional tools versus Veo 3.1, there are two video models that have text, that have speech, that is it's embedded in it, and Veo 3 is one. Sora 2, sorry, 3. Sora 2, Veo 3, and 1. Of course, Sora 2 is limited, so they are unless you have somebody who has given you the code, that you will be able to have it, right? So most people still don't have Sora 2. I don't know why that is. You have to have an invitation code. So somebody needs to invite you for you to have access to Sora 2, which is a limitation for ChatGPT, for OpenAI, unfortunately. So prior to this time, content creators would face impossible equations. The audience demands grow exponentially because they want some more movies, videos. Everybody's trying to make it. You need a lot of equipment to make videos and all. But with Veo 3 now, there is a great breakthrough. You can do text to video, which is okay, but I do not recommend it because it wobbles. We have image to video, which gives a little bit more consistency. We have text to audio plus video generation. These are different kind of videos you can also generate. That is, you have generated a text and you have an audio, and then you have a video, you add the audio as well as the text as well. Okay, so you can now create a little bit longer issues with some video editors like CapCut. If you use CapCut, there's still some limitations here because you have most videos are either between 5 to 10 seconds. We haven't had a way to have videos that are over 10 seconds. Okay. So what are Veo 3.1 capabilities? It has high fidelity output. That is very, very sharp. And we're going to take a look at that. I don't have Sora 2, so I may not be able to compare it. Nobody has given me the invitation code yet. It has flexible aspect ratios. So we have 16 to 9, 9 to 16, and 1 to 1, 4 to 3, and all that. We can also do variable lengths of 4 to 6 or 8 seconds. I think that's the maximum, but you can extend the videos. I'll show you video extension. You can extend videos up to 148 seconds. So it keeps going, but that's your credit. That's your credits also being going, but it helps to maintain character consistency. One of the problems that we have with video generation is character consistency. Sometimes you see the eyes are wobbling, the face is wobbling. You want the person to sit down, it's just wobbling. But with Veo 3, it's better. Okay. So it has 3 elements. I think maybe I would mention these 3 elements, but we'll see it. Ingredients to video. Ingredients are those artifacts, like maybe the videos you have created, and you have to, maybe you need to combine those videos those images for them to now be videos. Now it has a first scene, first and last frame. So a frame is where you have maybe a scene, and then you want to have like 2 scenes, and then you want the AI to generate the rest of the scene to the end. So we have first frame and last frame, and then AI generates whatever is in between, which is also a great feature. We have scene extension, where you have you started with one scene and then you extend the scene, but this scene extension applies to text to video. And so if you want character consistency, this scene extension may not really like work very, very well, because if you're using a text to build it, it changes the character, because you may not be able to, the text may not carry that person's information as much as the images will do. And we're going to take a look at all these things in a short while. Now, how do you prompt a video? What is that prompting technique for a video, right? We've talked about text prompting. We've talked about image prompting. Now, this is video prompting. This is really, really important, because for a video, the more information you give it in this particular structure. So it has to be in this structure for it to work very well. So the cinematography is one of the most important parts of a video. It specifies the camera work and shot composition. Is it medium shots? Is it dolly zoom? Is it crane movement, low angle perspective? And you don't need to worry about this. It's just when you are giving it prompt, because maybe your ideas are coming from ChatGPT. You have the idea. For me, I designed from ChatGPT. I get that information. I just give ChatGPT what I want, but I make sure I give it more context. I want it to be in this 5 parts prompting formula, so it can give me the best of the best, because ChatGPT is very good at ideating. Now you have a focus, the subject. That's the main character of your video. You specify, just like the image one, you specify the appearance, the clothing, any distinctive characteristics that that subject would have, right? Then what is that subject doing? What's the action? Remember, now this is a video, so you need to specify the action. What it's doing, what are the temporal elements, what are the moving dynamics. Just give it ChatGPT. It will be able to help you to craft it very well. Okay, context. What is that setting like? In the image one, we had the scene. Here it's the context, because you need to give it more information. What is the environment? What is the setting? What's the background elements that needs to be created for that particular scene? And you don't need to struggle with this. Like I said, give it to ChatGPT. Now talk about the style, how the mood is, the style and ambience. What is that aesthetic mood? What is the lighting conditions? What is the color palette? What is the visual tone? What is that? What kind of video are you trying to create here? So this is the 5-part prompting formula, and it applies across all video models. Anyone you want to use, one, Veo 3 or Sora, anyone you want to use this like this, and you'll be able to get it. Okay. So we're going to practice first. We are going to practice. So I'll go to ChatGPT. Who wants us to create, let's see, a fashion advertisement. Let's use a fashion advertisement. So I will go and ask ChatGPT. I'll copy this. I just want to copy it because it's easier for me to look at ChatGPT that. So I'm going to open my ChatGPT. Okay, I go to a new chat. I'll put it in the chat if you want to follow along. That'll be nice. Okay, so I'm going to prompt ChatGPT now. I'll tell it I want a fashion ad, a video for a fashion ad. It should write the script in this format. Make sure that it gives me the cinematography. Make sure that it gives me the subjects. Make sure that it gives me the action. Make sure that it gives me the style, the context, and the style. Let me go back to this. The fashion adverts. I'm thinking of this. A fashion advert. Let's see. Let me ask. So role. Act as a, I want you to act as a great videographer or a movie director, and I'm creating a fashion ad. I want this fashion ad to have such a memorable experience in people's mind. I want you to make sure that you're including these 5 parts in your fashion ad. Make sure you're talking about the cinematography, and the subject is a woman. I'm looking at a Black young lady, beautiful, sexy, red dress, because I want it to be very catchy. Action, I'm not sure what action it is, but I want you to be creative. Make sure that the action speaks to what that fashion ad would do. And then the context, I want it to be very bright and beautiful and in a luxurious setting. Just be wild and dramatic as well. The style has to be very modern, aesthetic, and colorful. It's going to be photorealistic. Let me see. So I've just used that 5. Did I add anything? I've not added the ambience, the mood and the ambience. Let me see. Give it another mood. I didn't add mood and ambience. That's what's missing here. So style and ambience is missing. So the mood is joyful and lovely. That's the mood. Let's see. Okay, it's giving me that concept, the red moment. Okay, it says cinematography, the visual style, photorealistic, 8K clarity, the camera moves with elegance, sweeping dolly shots. You see, mention dolly shot. I didn't mention any dolly shots. Slow pans, close-ups that linger like a gaze. Lighting, still gave me lighting. I didn't even mention, I don't remember mentioning lighting here. Golden sunlight filters through the sheer curtains and all other things. It gave me the camera techniques. It went down into the subject, a young Black woman, that is what I've said, confident, magnetic, and timeless. It says it's going to be red silk dress. I don't know if I want silk. Maybe I want something. Silk is fine, but I feel it's shimmering. I don't want it shimmering. I want it a little bit expensive. That's kind of what I would say. Action. The ad begins with a reflection in the mirror and all. It went down, gave me the context, gave me the style and the mood as well. You can see closing tagline, it gave me the words as well to say. So this is how I will start to generate
I'm
this
not
ad.
seeing it though.
Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing?
No, I can see it now. It just came up. It was blank
Oh,
before.
okay. Maybe your network. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I was saying that it just generated this for me. So it's asking me follow-up questions. ChatGPT is now so good. It now asks you questions. It said, would you like me to turn this concept into a visual storyboard, scene by scene breakdown, or 30 seconds art script? So, well, I would want it to be a storyboard. I want it to be a storyboard. I want it to be created scene by scene. Let me see. Let's create this scene by scene. So I will take it to Image FX and create it scene by scene. So I don't want 30 seconds. I think it's too much because we may not be able to have the credits to generate all of this. So let me tell ChatGPT. I want you to create scene. I want it to be created scene by scene, a visual storyboard, but scene by scene. But I want it to be, let's say, 4 scenes, and maintain the character to be consistent. The dress was silk. I want it to be a little bit more, something more expensive, not silk. A little bit thicker material, not a silk material, and just 10 seconds video. Okay, so it's just script by scripts. I just want about 2 scripts. Let's do this. Okay. So I don't know if anybody has tried this. Is anybody trying this? We are going to do like a lot of hands-on as well. So this is very hands-on. What we are doing today is very hands-on. Okay. So I ideate with ChatGPT. Okay, that's created the first scene. So, but I don't like how it's creating it. I don't want it to say visual is this, lighting is this, sound is this, mood is this, because if it's video generation, it has to have all these components, right? In image generation, we didn't talk about the audio, but here we have to talk about the audio. We didn't talk about sound in image generation, but here we have to talk about the sound. What other sounds are in? Is there things going on? What is that? What are those things going on in the background? We didn't have to talk about that. Here we have to talk about all that, and we'll get to that very soon.
Okay, so if you have a specific audio, I believe there'll be a place to upload it, right?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
There's a place to upload it. So I would show you how to do all that with Veo 3. I think Veo 3 can do that. One can do that as well. I think one is where you can upload your own video. Don't worry, we'll get to that very soon. That is you yourself, like speaking in the video, right? That's what you mean.
No, what I mean is
Prompting.
there's a video,
Mm-hmm.
but you have a specific audio that you want to use as background.
Yes, there is.
Okay.
There is. One does that. Veo 3 doesn't have that yet, but one does that. One 2.5 to be specific. So I want this to just give me only the scripts. So it gave me how many scenes? 1, 2, 3, 4 scenes. How many scenes? So it gave me 4 scenes. I don't want 4 scenes. I want only 2 scenes. So I want only 2 scenes, and just give me the full sentence, not breaking it down, so I can use it on Image FX to just generate the 2 scenes. Or maybe the 4 scenes. Let's go with the 4 scenes, but give me for the 4 scenes. No, give me for the 2 scenes. So I can't do it. I want something. easy to manipulate. Let's see. So I'm giving it my messy thought. I said two scenes. Let's see what it finally gives me. Okay, gives me another one. So this is how you do your storyboard. A scene, and it's going to be very descriptive, and it can give you what this is. I can put this in here and it may generate an image from me, but I don't want to use this workflow. I want to go and I want to show you other workflows. We have used ChatGPT to create images, right? So I want us to use this particular one to create. Okay, so more, let's put these dramatic, no, handmade, sketchy, abstracts. No, let's do this, and then it's creating the scene for us. So it's going to create various scenes for us, and then we can work with that. So this is ImageFX. Okay. Can you see my screen? So you can see it generated for, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can. I can.
You can, okay.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So I think I like this one. So it's generated 4 images for this scene. You can see it has a background, it has everything. I like it, but I think I want something on the outside. Although it's not that sharp, but I think I want something a little bit on the outside. Let me see if I can put this outdoor. Stunning black man steps gratefully into a sunlit marble hallway. So I don't want a hallway. So steps gratefully into a where I wanted the modern. I want it to be outdoor. Let me say I want it to be outdoor so you can create something outdoor for me because I want something very bright. So I want this to be outdoor. That's also from my prompting. I didn't give it the particular setting, right? So you can see. So I want something outdoor, not indoors, because I want it to be very bright and beautiful. I want it maybe in a maybe in the afternoon where it's just the illumination of the sun is bright and beautiful. And I want this person, let's say this person is Nigerian. Yeah, it's Nigerian with a dark, it's a black woman. Yeah, so let's change some of the things in the scenes. So when you are creating a scene with ChatGPT, it understands that scene 1 will follow scene 2, so it may give you almost the same storyline. So that's also another advantage that it does have. So you maintains consistency, a little bit of consistency. Okay, so it's giving me, and this is free. I will put this in the link. This is ImageFX is free. Anybody can use it anytime. I'm just thinking I should. Okay, let me see if it does it without stated 5. Let's recreate this. Oh, beautiful. This is beautiful. I like this. Let's see, it's generated some more. Let's see what else it generated. This is also beautiful. This is beautiful too. Oh, I like this one as well. So let's use this person. So you can download the images that you want. Let's create a second scene, or let's pick the second scene and then create as well. Let's see what it's going to give us. ImageFX, I'll put this in the chat so that we can. So we can try it out. It's called ImageFX. Another platform that we can use is Whisk. So Wix is also from Google, and what it does is also to create images as well. And it's for free. So this one, you can add your images and then create what you want to create. This one can aspect ratio. This one is seed. Okay, I will explain this seed very, very soon. So this seed is when you want to lock your character. You have determined that this is the person you want to use, the subject you want to use. You want to lock it in that subject. So let's say ice cream. I want to show you how this works. Create an ice cream for me. Let's lock the seed. This seed is 207699. Doesn't matter the number, but we want to create something similar every single time we create this ice cream. So it doesn't change. So this gives you 2 images to select from. Let's go back here and see if this has created. Wow, this is beautiful. So it changed from an African woman to a white woman. Well, if it's a fashion ad, maybe it's just thinking maybe we can create Own Your Moment, and he wrote this. This is beautiful. Isn't this beautiful? I like the scene as well. I can download it and then use it. Let's go back to Wix. Okay, so you can see the ice cream that he has generated. Generated 2 ice creams for me, right? I want to show you the magic
I'm
of.
not seeing anything. No.
Oh, really?
I'm not seeing anything.
Do you want to leave and come back? Can you see my screen, Edward?
Okay.
Yes, I can.
I'm seeing your screen. I'm seeing your screen. I'm not seeing anything it generated.
Oh, you can't see what it generated here.
Yes.
You can't see this ice cream.
No, I can't.
Oh.
You may need to log off and
let me leave and come back.
yeah.
Or maybe it's just coming up. Okay. No. Okay, so
maybe an internet related issue.
I think so. If it's the internet is not that strong, maybe
Yeah.
not able to get the videos going. Okay, so you can see here you can animate. It's so beautiful. You can animate these things that you have created, right? You can animate, give it something to animate. So you will just, and it's for free also. For free. So, but
Whisk.
Yes, Whisk, yes, and it's in the chat. That's the tool. It's in the chat and it's for free. So
Okay.
The seed. So you can see I've locked this seed for at 207,699, right? So if I want to change this seed, let me unlock it. Seed, and let me change it to 208,000. It was, no, sorry, 207,699, right? 699. So let's put it at 700. Now, you will see the image is going to create will be very similar to this ice cream. Now, I'm going to change it again to something very different. It's going to create something very different, almost similar. You can see this is almost similar. This is almost similar to this, right? It has cone, it has this is almost similar as well. You can see it has, this one has the rubber, it's not like the rubber dispenser for the ice cream, right? It's still the same, although it looks a little bit more, has more things, but it's almost similar because it's just one. I change it. You see the one point that I changed it. Oh, okay. So let's use this seed, or maybe let's change it. It's 200 and let's put 400 and something. Let's just use this. No.
So sorry. So just to be clear again. So the seed? What does that mean? Or what?
Yes, the seed is what determines how consistent your characters will be.
Okay.
Yes, so consistency is in when you want to, I want to create somebody that looks like me, and I've generated something. I've generated something, but I want to maintain that character consistently in all my movies, in all my generations. How do I do that with AI? That is where this seed comes to play. So if you
Okay.
need to have a consistent character, you need to make sure that the seed is locked. So you can see we went from this to this. You see, it doesn't look like it, right? It doesn't look
Yeah.
like, even this one doesn't really look like it. Look at this is plastic, right? But it now gave a different thing altogether. This is
Okay.
a very small cone, and if you keep changing it, like if you change it, it will just change. That's what seed does. So when you are generating your image and you want to maintain a consistent character or have a similar output, basically, this is what you do. You lock your seed. Okay, I know we mentioned this seed yesterday, and I said I was going to discuss it. So if we go to replicate, where we'll have other models as well, you will also see the same thing. Like you see that seed and how it's what it does. That's kind of what it just does. Google is on fire. They are creating tools every single time. They are creating lots of tools every single time, and most of them are free. And I'm glad, because before you know it, this video creation now, that is a challenge where we have limited credit. It will soon be free. One is already making it free, although it takes a little bit of more time. So let's try and animate this.
He's back.
Yeah. Hi, Chinyere. I'm just wondering, were you able to? Are you now able to see my screen?
Yes, I'm seeing it now.
Okay, awesome. So let's animate it. Give it some animations. What would you like to see? I would like to see it to see it dramatic, because I want to create an ad. Needs an ad from it. Let's see what it's going to do. Oh, it says, hold on. It says I need upgrade to AI for higher animate limits. Okay, wow. Well, maybe I've utilized mine, but you can animate yours. Just if you go to Whisk, check if you can go to Whisk, check if you can animate with yours. Okay. It's paid for feature, but in Meta is not paid for. So we'll explore all those portals. Okay. So we've talked about now. I want to go back. We've talked about the prompt formula, the magic video prompt formula that you need to use when generating your images. It has to be, talk about the cinematography, talk about the subject, that is the main character. What is the main character doing, which is the action, the context, which is the environment, and you talk about the style and the ambience. This is the 5 key features or DNA of a video prompt. Okay. Do you have access to animate? Does anybody have access to animate on Whisk? If you don't have access to it, Meta does also do animation. Meta
I'm trying to
AI.
log in through the link that you provided.
Okay, go ahead. Meta does animations, so we can use it for animation as well. And I think it's for free. I have utilized all my credits. Okay. Okay. So what is the language of cinematography? You may or may not learn all these languages. ChatGPT will be able to give you that, but it's good for you to know what you want, okay? So dolly means backward, forward and backward tracking shots. Crane means vertical elevation changes. Tracking means lateral flowing elements. Hello? Point of view, that is the first person perspective shots. Point of view, okay? Shot composition. So you can say a wide shot, a close-up shot, a low angle shot, a high angle shot. So depending on what you want, you may not have like, unless you are already doing movies, you have all this vocabulary that you would like to utilize. It's very technical, but ChatGPT knows this information already. So just describe what you want, but give it more context where you are now saying, I want you to give it to me in this format. Okay, lens focus efforts, it could be depth of field, macro, where you have extreme close-up details of somebody's face. So you can, give it, I want you to come closer to me. Soft focus, rack focus, subject transition, rack focus. Okay, so the activity that you want the cinematography to do. So maybe a wide shot, a close-up shot, a low angle. So you can, like I said, you don't have to know all this. You don't have to know all this. ChatGPT can help you to do this. It can give you, but give it that information. If you don't give it that information, it will go wild because you don't have the context. You have to give it the context. So in video generation, we don't only talk about the video, we talk about the scene, right? We talk about the sound, we talk about the audio as well. We talk about even what the person is going to say. So you need to generate, if it's a dialogue, generate that dialogue, and we can do dialogue with different tools. And I'll give you an example of another tool that you can use, which is on Google AI Studio. I'm going to create that. I'm going to create that. I'm going to show you that. Let me put the link here for you so that you can easily log in. I believe you can see my screen. So in terms of audio, this is the audio part of Google, like Google model that has audio. So this is Gemini 2.5 Pro, and it has either a single speaker, that is one person speaking, or a multi-audio speaker. You can select speaker 1, who your speaker 1 is. You can select who your speaker 2 is if you have multiple people speaking in that video. And you can use it to generate what the person is going to say. ChatGPT can also give you this information. Tell it, I'm going to generate a text-to-speech. So you give it that information, you put it here, and then it creates that script for you. So I think there's a script here already. There is something here. Said read aloud in a warm welcoming tone. Speaker 1, hello, we're excited to show you our native capabilities, native speech capabilities. And speaker 2 says, where you can direct a voice, create realistic dialogue, and so much more. Edit these placeholders to get started. So let me see if I can copy this out and give it to it again. Okay. Let me see if it doesn't work, we can just run it. So if you have a movie script and you have maybe 2 or more people speaking, you can come here and just use this to generate your script. And you can generate your scripts with ChatGPT. ChatGPT can do a lot of things for us. I so much like ChatGPT because it's multimodal. It can help with any single thing. And it does it very quietly and does it very well. When I mean very quietly is that it will not tell you that it can generate a script for you. But when you ask it, it can actually do that for you. So it's still running. So today we might have a little bit of more patience because with video generation, it takes a little bit of time. With speech generation, it also takes a little bit of time, right? So I want to ask you guys to have a little bit of patience with me today because video generation takes time.
Hello, we're excited to show you our native speech capabilities, where you can direct a voice, create realistic dialogue, and so much more. Edit these placeholders to get started. Hello.
Sorry, did you hear the what he was saying? Did you hear it or no?
Yes.
You did. Awesome.
Yeah.
So yes, that's how it can generate a speech for you. Let's say two people are talking. You want your video to do that. You can just generate that for you. Okay. So you can do dialogue generation, sound effects. Remember, some videos you might want some sound effects as well. So you have to add some sound effects. So ChatGPT can give you all those things. Gemini can also give you all those things. Like I will show you how we can do all that. Like from just image to or text even. The text has to have the dialogue. The text have to have the sound effects as well. So having all these elements in the prompt helps to create whatever we plan to create. Okay, so Gemini can have text to video, right? Ingredients to video, where we have the image to video. And it can also have frame, that is, you have maybe a scene, and then you have a beginning scene, and then you have an ending scene, and then in between, the AI creates the remaining part of the scene for you. Okay. Let's go back over. Let's continue here. So emotions, very, very important in creating, whenever you're creating a video, you're adding those emotions because that is the tactile, that is the main ingredients. That's some of the details that you have. So can you imagine that somebody is talking about being angry and the person is not expressing any emotion? So emotion is what makes the video real. If the person is joyful, laughing, you need to include it. So you should be able to include it in the sounds, in the even in the narrative that the person said this person is angry. So you need to add it to whatever you are creating in that sound. So it sounds in that way. Okay. So very, very important to add that as well. I'll keep this. I'll upload this to the classroom as well, so you have access to this. Okay, so we've talked about dialogue, we've talked about the ambience, we've also talked about emotions, adding emotions to your scene, very important. Okay, so negative prompting, just like in image, what you don't want, how do you prompt or tell it what not to do? Because AI can just do lots of different things. So you want to control what it cannot do. Say no buildings or a quiet forest. So you might want to add those kind of things. There is also AI enhancement. I will show you that, where you can enhance your prompts in Veo. You can enhance your prompts in Veo, so that, or even ChatGPT can tell ChatGPT, I want to enhance my prompt, and then it enhances that prompt for you. Quality control. So it's important for you to not give it any text overlays. You can do this. You can do these text overlays maybe in CapCut, where you now put your closed captions to avoid blurry motion, right? To polish your prompts, make sure you are using the 5 formula elements. Check if there are contradictory instructions. Ensure the audio visual syncs specifically, and Veo 3 does this wonderfully well. Okay. Very soon we'll go to the hands-on. Okay, these are some before and after prompts. Of course, I mentioned the 5 elements that we should add: the cinematography, the subject, the action, the context, and whatever the audio and other things we need to add to it. Okay, making sure that the prompt is really, really enhanced. We're going into, okay, so I did mention some things. I'm going to share my screen right now to a different slide so that we can go into Gemini, Veo 3, not Gemini, Veo 3. Let me stop sharing, sorry. I'm going to share once more. And this time around, I'll select a different share screen options. Please let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, so let me give you, so this is Gemini, Veo 3, you can find Veo 3 as Google Flow, which is right here. I'll give you the link as well. It's also in this material. Let's go.
Please put it on the chat.
Yes, of course I will. Put it here. So this is where you find Veo 3. I will also put in the chart 1, which is 2.5, which is one is by Alibaba, and it's also a very good, and it is free. It's also a very good model you can use to generate your videos. So the ones I'm mentioning here are the ones that have videos with text, with voice. So I will also share my screen on Replicate. Let me minimize this. I guess I'm just sharing myself here. Move this here. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So I have put in one video. I want to put it here so that we can work with it as well. So there are other models as well, but they don't have voice. Replicate is where I want to go to. This is now our playground. I want to share with you where you find other AI models and you can practice in here. This would ask me to, no, I won't sign in here. I would, oh no. Okay, Replicate, I shared it yesterday, right? I'm using a different browser, but it's gonna ask me to sign in. Was it my GitHub that I was signing in? I don't remember. I haven't signed in because I'm using a different browser now. Okay, I will share it again. I'll share it as we move on. I'll share Replicates with you as we move on. So what I wanted to show you on Replicate is all the video models we have. But like I said, most of them don't have the feature to speak. Like you can't speak with it. What it does have is just a video, just like this one showing right here, but you can't hear anything. So the ones that do have the ability to create voice is 1, Veo 3, and Sora. These are the ones that do. So what people used to do is to create those animations. So it's animated, but doesn't speak, right? Create those animations and then take it to CapCut. Go and add a voice to it. That is maybe their voice or a voice they have generated from 11 Labs. Let's go to 11 Labs as well. So I think I'm using a different browser here because my credits has finished with Google Flow, that is Veo 3. So I needed to switch to a different Gmail. So Google Veo 3 gives you 100 credits to use. After the 100 credits, you need to upgrade. Now,
okay.
One is free, but it's slow on a free mode. One, you can generate videos, but it's free, is very slow on a free mode. There are other platforms as well. There are other platforms as well which you can download on your phone that will give you some credit. They are very generous. So this particular platform, give me a moment to get it. It's Digen. I'll put it here. You can download it on your phone. You can download it on your phone. Digen, they give 300 and something credits every day, and the credits roll over the next day. So you can have a lot of credits that you can use to generate your videos. So there are also some very nice video aggregators like Galaxy AI. there is hygiene. So they do like different things. Hygiene is also a place where you can have use AI, video creation. Okay, you mentioned it here for video creation. So you can create an avatar of yourself in Hygiene. That is, you have something that speaks now, but it can speak with your own voice. So what it does is you upload an image or a video of yourself speaking. It's to train your avatar, so it speaks like you. Then any text you give it to, it's going to speak that text in your own voice. It's not as nice as
to clone your voice.
you clone your voice, but it's not as nice. It will clone your voice and yourself as well. You will clone your voice, clone you, like if an avatar of you. Okay. So, but it's not as good as Veo 3. Okay. So let's go to the Veo 3 now. Just copy some of the links I've shared with you. Let's go to Veo 3. This is it. So I have created an avatar of myself, and all of us are going to be creating avatars of ourselves. What did I do? Okay, let's look at what this model does. So here you can have text to video. So if I have a text, I can ask it to create an image of me or whatever. I can ask it to create something for me. So if you haven't logged into Flow, feel free to log into Flow. Give it any text of your reference if you want. It takes your credit, 20 credits at once. So if you don't want to like give it anything right now, that's fine. Or if you have several emails, several Gmails, you can keep changing to different emails to create what you want. So
which of this link is Flow now? Because
so you will see
you've posted there many links.
Oh yes, so I'm going to
I've got AI Studio Labs.google.
The one that has
video.
The flow.
Okay.
The one that has the flow. That's the one that has the flow.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You want me to log on?
Yes, you can. Feel free to log in.
Okay.
Yeah.
The page you are looking for could not be found.
With this link?
Yes. Then saying go home. That's 404 error. Okay. So I now went to go. Now say create with Flow.
Yeah. Yes, that's also the same thing I got.
Google Apps create with Flow.
Yes, Google Apps. Yes. Okay. Oh, I see Chinyere is no longer here. Let me see if she tried to join back, because sometimes my admit button is not showing. Yeah, Olusola says she's not able to join the live class, which is fine. Okay.
Okay.
So let me know when you log in.
Yes, I've logged into Flow.
Awesome.
I've just clicked on create with Flow.
Awesome.
This is my antivirus again. This is these are instances where I miss Nigeria so much.
Yeah. Right.
Because this, I'll just get one of my IT guys to come and help me fix it. Yeah. But yeah, I'm on my own.
I know. You can still call them on phone and say, what do I do?
Yeah.
Oh, you can
Okay, I'm back on Flow again.
Awesome.
So get started. Yes. New projects, right?
Yes, click on new projects. Yes. So okay. So I just want to explain the different parts of Flow first, and then we can create with it.
Okay.
Okay. So if you check this, there are three. If you click on text to video, maybe you immediately
Yeah, text to video. Yeah.
have text
You
to
want me to
video,
share
right?
my screen?
Oh, that's fine if you want to share.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, saying sharing is not turned on.
Yeah, I've allowed you to share now.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry, my power just blinked.
Yeah, no
And
problem.
then my internet went off.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I can see your screen now. Okay, so if you look at your screen, it says text to video, right? And you can see expand. So it's here you can create you can convert any text to video. So you can go to ChatGPT and say, give me a text to create a video for this particular purpose, and it's going to do that for you. Let me give you one from ChatGPT. I did prepare something for this particular demo. So let me give you one. So I do have would I say a real creator, a real custom GPT, Instagram real custom GPT. So let's assume that I don't know, give me an example of a reel that you would like to create for anything, Instagram reel that you would like to create for anything. Do you have any? Let's say you have courses. Create a 10, let's make it 8 seconds reel. 8 seconds reel scripts for add for my course on cryptocurrency. Sorry, is it on Forex? Let's use that. Hello, can you hear me?
A reel showing, somebody that made money from Forex trading.
Okay.
And, he's excited.
Okay, so yeah, let's you need to create this reel for somebody who had made money from Forex and is excited. It's going to be a video reel, and make sure you include all the elements for this reel. I want it to be in JSON prompt so that it's more specific to me. It should be somebody who is maybe somebody who is 40 years and is African, and I want you to show luxury. I want you to show luxury and wealth and somebody who is so super excited. Okay, so it's going to create a reel for me for this. So it says, the first one he created, it says, tired of guessing the markets? I'll teach you how to trade Forex with confidence, step by step. No fluff, no noise, just results. Enroll today and start trading smart tomorrow. So that's what it said, but I want it to have, of course, the human person and wealth and somebody, joyfully, the energy and all that. So it's creating that. And there's a reason why. Can you hear me?
Yes, but I can. Okay, I'm just I'm on my own screen, so I didn't see. I'm not seeing your prompts. Let me just figure out. Okay, yeah, I'm back. I'm back now. I can see it.
Okay. I'm seeing 6 seconds. Okay, so the whole prompt has to be 8 seconds, not 30 seconds. It's 8 seconds. So what's happening in the scene is what I just wanted you to say, but it's 8 seconds prompt. So I know you are sharing your screen and I'm not sharing, which is fine. I'll put the prompt here, but you can see I'm using ChatGPT to do this. I'm just telling it what to do. I will also put a link to the Instagram reel custom GPT so anybody can use it. Okay. So I said I want the reel to be 8 seconds, not 30 seconds. I just want it to be able to say those words, but it shows flamboyancy, it shows luxury, it shows we have arrived, we have made so much money. Maybe you like water or money dropping from the air, like in dollars dropping from the air because you've made money from Forex. Okay, something like that.
Okay.
I'm just like visualizing things and just telling it. The more I tell it, the more it's able to create. So the more it gives me a better video, right? A more stable video. So JSON prompts, which we are going to get to, it's all about creating things that's making sure that the AI gives you something exactly how you have said it, exactly the way you want it. That's what JSON prompt does. I hope it fits into here. It doesn't. This can only take a few minutes. So let me put this in a Word document and upload it so that you can now use it to create yours. Product ads. So I tried to upload it. I tried to upload it, but I can't upload it because it only takes 1,000 characters. So text to video generation prompts. Okay. So the second part of this thing, if you can click on that text to video, you will see ingredients to video. Click on the text to video. Okay. Okay, you see frames to video. Frames to video is when you have one frame, maybe a scene, and you want the AI to create the remaining part of the scene for you. Very, very, it's very helpful in terms of if you have a lot of scenes to generate. It could help to make it better. Now, ingredients to video is when you have the different elements, like you have images, like I want to use myself, right? I want to use myself and create an avatar of myself. I upload myself and then give it a prompt, a detailed prompt, so that it creates that image using the image as a reference point. Sorry. So, using the image as a reference point, it will now be able to give me something with the image. And I'll show you an example of those that I did for myself, like what I was able to create using that for myself. Okay. Okay. I've uploaded the text to video generation. I put it I put it in JSON format. I did mention to you in the last, I think it was the last image generation, or when we're doing the AI Elevate Challenge about JSON prompts. The internet has been what it was used to create the internet or to write text in the internet is what we call the programming language that was used is JSON. So for the AI to see something in JSON, it will help it to create that thing in very detailed form. So making it more precise. Remember, AI is very predictive, is probabilistic. That is, it just predicts something, right? So instead of the AI to just be predicting things, and sometimes you don't know what it's going to predict, if you give it something in a structured way in this JSON format, it's now going to help it to give you that exact information. Have you been able to open it, the text to video generation prompt I uploaded?
So should I open that work document?
Yes, open it and copy it and put it in the text to video. That's copy it to the text to video. Just want to show you something, how it's going to generate. Okay, so just enable editing so that I can copy it. You can't copy until you enable the editing. Okay. Can you see the expand there? No, don't click on the
Finish there.
expand.
Should I enter?
No, don't click the expand. Click the arrow that has the white thing. No, beside expand, you see one arrow. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So the video is generating right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So that expand you have seen there is for you to expand the scene.
Okay.
And still the text. So if you want to expand the scene with the text, that is, you have the scene, you can ask ChatGPT to create those scenes for you step by step and maintaining that character so that you have a more consistent character. Okay. So it can do that as well for you.
Okay.
Now, you can also change the landscape. You can see if you click on the settings button, it's just beside the view 3.1 fast. You can see the fast view 3.1 fast. Have you seen 3.1?
Settings? Yeah, I've seen
Exactly,
settings.
the settings. Yes, you can change the aspect ratio depending on the aspect ratio you want to use. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
I've got landscape.
exactly.
Output per prompt.
So we use the landscape one, which is mainly for YouTube videos, and then the 9:16 is for TikTok and other social media like Instagram Reels and all. So you can use the one that has like a phone shape. Okay. Output.
So this is a video now.
It's a video, yes.
Okay.
So
can I play it?
Of course, you can play it. You can see spraying money, right? And it's showing the currency. It should have sound. Does it have sound? I don't hear it. Maybe
Yes.
because it has sound. You can hear it. Yes.
Yes,
That's
I can hear it.
Yes, perfect. So that's
wow.
it. You have created a video, and you can imagine you can add your own picture if you want. You can see I said I wanted to show flamboyancy, luxury. So that's why it used that Range Rover. That's it, right? That's a Range Rover, right? Yes, use that Range Rover.
Yes.
And it's somebody spraying money. I mentioned spraying money, so it's spraying money. Yes, so let me explain that one too.
I want to download it, madam.
Yeah, go to upscaled.
Huh?
Go to upscaled. So animated GIF is smaller. Go to upscaled. You upscale it to make it sharper. Then you download it. That's it.
Sorry, you said?
You upscale it.
Okay.
Click on it again. Click on that download button that you saw, like that download button. You can see, you can also edit it, right? Yes, click on it. You can see upscale. Click on upscale instead of, click on upscale. That means you are, upscale means you are sharpening it.
Okay.
That's what it means. And then you download it. So you are downloading a better quality video.
Yeah. Okay.
Isn't that exciting? Isn't this exciting? This is
honestly,
you have made your video.
Honestly, I'm wowed.
Yeah,
I see all this stuff, and my old school self, I always think, okay, so for this video to happen, we have to go to a location, get a very good photographer or cameraman, take video, do editing, and of course, obviously that will cost quite a lot of money.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah, so I want to also get into some other elements of it. So let's get into some other elements of it. If you remember the frames to video, we can also, like, I want to show you, you can use it. You upload the two images or upload your images. If you remember, we we created some images from ImageFX, right? So I'm going to upload those two images from ImageFX. I'll upload the first one as my first scene. Look at this, it's very beautiful. Crop and save. I like how it is here. I'll crop it and save it. Is on, maybe I can use this as a portrait.
So sorry. So this last video now, you just put voice note on Flow, right? Or on which of the tools did we use for this last video again? Sorry.
The one you just made. Is that
Yes.
one?
Yes.
So we used voice, we used text to video, and we prompted it in JSON format. If you look at the script I gave you, it's JSON format. We can also analyze this JSON format so that you can understand what has happened here. It says,
Okay.
Money Rain, Forex King vibes. Persona is defining the character. Age, 40, ethnicity, African, emotion, super excited, proud, and grateful. Vibe, luxurious, flamboyant, victorious. That's the kind of words I gave it, right?
Yeah.
Energy level, very high. So duration, 8 seconds, because I didn't want Max VO3 can only create 8 seconds video for you right now. Spoken script, I told it what it says, bro, Forex changed my life. Look at this, money everywhere, and it just, join my course. Let's win together. Right? And if you are the one doing this, you can do it with your picture, and I'll show you how you can do it with your picture. So it's you in that RAV4, and then you are creating that kind of style. Of course, that's what people want to see. And then it's you, right? And then visual camera opens on a 40-year-old African man. That is what the person will see.
Yes.
Laughing joyfully, stepping out of a white Range Rover in front of a mansion. Sunlight glows on gold watch and crisp white outfit, because this person has arrived. Upbeat Afrobeat trap. Beats, that's the audio. You see what we discussed earlier, the audio. Beats, trap, beat starts with a money counting sound. So it had to infuse that, right?
Yeah.
The second, so second is creating this second by second. So second 0, that is what happened. Second 2, visual, slow motion shots, dollar bills raining from above as he throws his hand up, smiling wide. Audio, that is what he says. He shouts, bro, Forex changed my life. And then he now went 4 seconds. That's what happens at the 4th second. Cut to him holding his phone, showing the profit screenshots, walking confidently towards the camera. Audio, he laughs and says, look at this, money everywhere. That's it.
Okay. So now, this text now, I can edit it.
Of course.
I can re-edit it,
Yes, you can edit it, but that's your credit going as well. So for every video you generate, it's 20 credits, and you have a maximum of 1,000. But you can create as many Gmail accounts as you want, right?
Yeah.
And then you can use
and even at the end of the day, if it's something that you want to use for business purpose, you do the full subscription.
Of course, and it's I think $20. I mean $20 per month.
Okay.
Yeah, $20 per month that you can do it. Which I'm also considering, because I feel that it's something that's, it's very helpful. Let me share my screen then so that we can, you have to be patient with me today, because I did mention it in the past, like video creation takes a little bit of more time. And for me, I always like to teach so that everybody understands it. So I'm moving to frame to video. So if you remember, we've done text to video, right? Now we're going to do frame to video, and I'll also show you ingredients to video. So I've uploaded one image. I'm going to upload the second image. If you remember, there was an image. No, it wasn't. I don't know why. Frames to image. upload, sorry, I clicked the wrong one. So I went and I created 2 images, if you remember. I created 2 images using ImageFX, if you remember. Right, so but this thing will not work now. It will not work because the portrait is it's too big. It was created in a, let's reset. It was created, maybe I have to change the, okay. I'll have to cancel. Let me go back to this one. I want to delete this one because the frame I used, upload a different one. So I'll just want, can you see my screen, please? Can you see my screen? Hello? Hello? Hi, Edward. Can you see my screen? I hope I'm sharing.
Yes, I can. I can see your screen.
Oh, okay. So initially, I had wanted to put it in portrait. That is 9:16. But the other one, if I do that, the other one will not be able to fit in. So that's kind of why I changed it back to make sure that the aspect ratios are uniform. So this one, because of the own your moment that is written here, it's going to be cut off if I make it landscape. So it's always good to generate the correct kind of aspect ratio that you wanted. So if I had gone to ImageFX, I should have given it to generate it already in 9:16 instead of 16:9. So crop and save. Can I run this? It says I don't have credits left. Okay, so maybe I'm gonna switch to a different. Let's use this one. Sign in. Can you still see my screen, please?
Yes, I can.
Okay, what can you see on my screen?
Experience and shape AI tools for creativity.
Okay, I'll have to stop sharing and share again. Stop sharing so I can share the right screen. Okay. I would start a new project. Okay. So I want to show you how this works on frames to video. So I believe you can see my screen. So I'll add the uploaded image. Agree. Okay. Let's use this. This is the second frame, and I will now prompt it to, this is I will now add the text. So I have these 2 images. I'm going to my ChatGPT. ChatGPT, I collaborate a lot with my ChatGPT. Let me upload these 2 images as well to my ChatGPT and tell it that I want to create a fashion ad. and it should give me the scripts. I'm using frame to video on VO3 on Google Flow, and it will give me that prompt, and I'll put it right there, and it will be able to give me an 8 sec, and it will be able to give me a video that I can use. Okay, so ChatGPT, I'm trying to generate a very beautiful fashion ad for my boutique. I want this fashion ad to be really look very catchy. I want people who see it as they can see themselves in the clothes that I have, or that the people are wearing, and say they would like this kind of clothing. I want you to speak to them in a very emotional way, that they will be able to, come to my boutique to buy from me. And it's just 8 seconds video that I'm creating. Give me exact cinematic style. Give me, already have the subjects, but it has to flow. It has to flow from frame to frame, because I'm using frame to video on VO3. Make sure you give me all the details that I do require for this video to flow from one frame to another. So if you have a video as well, if you have scenes, like scenes that you have generated, you can also do this as well. And it's it will just create that video for you. So I just gave ChatGPT my messy thoughts. I don't have a boutique, but it knows what I'm trying to create. I also gave it the images I wanted. I told it what I wanted, and it's going to create that scene for me. So it's breaking down the scenes for me, and then it's going to give me all the details, and I told it 8 seconds. So hopefully it gives me something that is just 8 seconds. So yes, I want you to now include a voice over the scripts. And make sure that it's just the script that you're giving me. I don't want all the details that you have given me, just one size prompt, so that I'll be able to just add it to the frame, so that it gives me exact information that I want. Okay. I don't have the visuals included. I want the visuals to be included. I want the visuals to be included. Yeah, I want you to be more like specific in the visuals, in the lightings, in the emotions for that I would use to create this, because it's moving from one frame to another. Okay, it says my boutique name. So let's call it Uche's Boutique. Let's see. So it says my boutique name here is Uche's Boutique. Where style meets confidence. It gave me some things. Let's see. I hope it works. Okay, so it's generating a video for me. So you can see just 2 pictures, and then we'll get to it. While it's generating this, I'm going to stop sharing and share something with you again.
I'm just seeing your picture, but not your screen.
You are seeing my picture?
Yes.
Now, you mean right now or before now?
Yes, right now.
Right now, okay. So I just stop sharing. Let me stop sharing. Then I'll start sharing again. I want to show you something while it's creating. I'll come back to it. Okay, can you see this screen? Can you see this screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, awesome. So this is what I created prior to this time. What did I use to create this? I created an AI twin, my AI twin. Does this person look like me? So I used the ingredients to video. We have tested text to video. We have done frame to video. This one I use ingredient to video. It allowed me to upload my own image. So I told the AI to reference my image, which is called my twin PNG. And it created the scene, the camera settings, the lighting, the voice tone, the dialogue, what it's saying, right? The sound effects as well. And then the ambience, like every single thing. And then I told it is 8 seconds because I wanted to create this avatar of myself. I don't know if you can hear it. Let me see. I don't hear it myself.
No, I can't hear it.
I can't hear it.
Yes.
Okay, so no problem. I think I have downloaded it somewhere. I will share it maybe because of my settings. Share computer sound is off. Share is now on. Let me see if can you hear it? Not yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. That's not don't worry. Let me just download it and then I already have it somewhere downloaded. I'll just upload it and share it with you what it looks like. So this is one of the things I would like all of us to create. That way you have something, a working avatar, you can say, oh, I created this, and you can also use to have your own image, your own video, your own self, like it looks like you. And you can get that by going to ingredients, video.
If turning on the camera still makes you free.
Stop sharing here so I can share it here. Okay, this is the first scene. So
if turning on the camera still makes you freeze, breathe. I get it. Now imagine your AI avatar.
Yes, I can hear it.
Okay, so does this person look like me?
Yes.
Looks like me. The hands are not wobbling. Everything looks, like very natural.
If turning on the camera still makes you freeze, breathe.
Yeah.
I get it. Now imagine your AI
small lag
in the voice,
it's like he's lagging a little. Yeah.
Okay. So
if turning on the camera still makes you freeze, breathe. I get it. Now imagine your AI avatar.
Okay, so this is one I created.
If turning on
that's like one.
Okay.
The second one to eat, I guess, is this one. Let's see. It's still the same one, right?
I'm your personal brand coach, helping entrepreneurs own the spotlight, even virtually. Together, we'll craft your AI twin.
Okay, so that's the second one because I wanted to add all of them together. So let's see how it goes.
I'm your personal brand coach.
Not this one.
No awkward takes, just confidence. Cloned. Ready to shine on camera? Click the link. Let's build your unstoppable brand.
Okay, so the three of them, I'll merge it. So this is what I want to share. I would put them together using CapCut. Unfortunately, this AI just takes only 8 seconds, and that's kind of like how much we can do. But you can see, you can create an avatar of yourself, and that's what I wanted to depict here. So I used ingredients to video, uploaded my own picture, my picture, and then used a prompt and then add it made these 3 videos for me. Okay. So let me share again. Let me share my screen. No, let me stop sharing. I don't know. Do you have your screen sharing is paused? Stop sharing. Okay. So I don't know if we need to demonstrate these ingredients to video, but I'm going to share my screen again. Let's go back to what we were trying to generate and see what it generated with that frame. If you remember the what was this one that I was working with? Okay, so we are done with that one. So let's go back to it. This is 2 now. This one. I guess it's this one. Was it this one? No, it's not. What can you see, please? No, it's not this one.
Yeah, I'm still seeing the video displayed.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm seeing you.
Okay. Okay, yes, finally popped up. You see the screen?
Yes.
Every step tells your story. Every glance, your power. Feel the luxury. Own the. Every step tells.
I said only 8 seconds. Sometimes it creates AI, the ChatGPT creates scripts that are over 8 seconds for me, which I don't really like. So because you are telling it to create 8 seconds, it may not be able to say this is 8 seconds. So, but
your story. Every glance, your power. Feel the luxury. Own the. Every step tells your story. Every glance, your power. Feel the luxury. Own the. Every step tells your.
Okay. So you can add to this scene if you want. If you add to the scene, it's going to take another credit, but you are going to be able to add a text here. And to use this, it's always good you create the scene like step by step. So you tell ChatGPT, if you're generating the script from ChatGPT, which most people would do, tell it to maintain the character. So if you are going to be using that same character, and then tell it to maintain maybe a different point of view so that you have character consistency. Okay, so otherwise you will have another image that is not like similar to the one even the setting might be different from the one you are creating. So that's how to use extending. That's this one. You can expand or you can extend the scene. Add plus here, it keeps generating, keep extending it, but of course it's your credit that is going, and this works with the text to video. It does not work with ingredients to video. So you can see that extending thing has gone out from here. It doesn't work with frames as well. It only works with text to video. So the text has to be very, very precise for it to work. Okay. Okay, so we haven't talked about one a lot. Let's look at one. I did open it.
2.5.
Yes, it's a video creation model, so it's not this one.
Is it a Chinese tool?
Yes, it's from Alibaba.
Okay.
Yes. It's from China, it's from Alibaba. So they are all competing in this field, and you can see it's just the rich people who got into this AI. They knew that there was a massive opportunity in AI, and they are now creating tools for people to pay for. And that's how this works. The rich will always, find a way. Oh, this thing, it's not just that fun. That's the new thing. Everybody is in need. If you remember, there was kind of, would I say, kind of exchange of words with Sam Altman and Elon Musk. There have always been, Elon Musk has taken Sam Altman to the court several times on different things.
Sam Altman? Oh.
Yes, Sam Altman, like Elon Musk has taken Sam Altman to court.
Okay.
On various things as well. So it's dominating this AI space is what people really want to do. And everybody is playing so hard. The big five, Apple is also there trying to integrate AI in all their PCs. The new iPhone 17 Pro Max that came out, they have AI in it. Like, AI is now everywhere. Like, nobody should be sleeping on AI. If the rich people are, you know, trying to
position themselves strategically.
Exactly. Who are we not to even take advantage of that?
Yeah.
So understanding AI is something everybody should do, really. Okay, so here you can sign in. I'll use my Google and sign in.
Everything is linked to Google.
Well, I'm just trying to, you can link to Google. You can also sign in with an email, any email. Yeah. So, okay. So here, the same thing. So you can have a video. You can, if you want to create a video, you can also create an avatar. I know you asked me if you can upload a speech, right? I know you asked if you can upload it. Yes, this is where that works very well. So if you select avatar here, you can upload an image, which could be your image, and then you can upload, can either generate a speech, that is you generating a speech, or you upload a speech you have recorded from a video. That's how it works here. So avatar, this is a way to create your own avatar as well. Now you have character swap. Very interesting workflow where you have a video and you can create another character image. So you want that video to mimic that character. I don't know if you've seen this before, but you see somebody talking and doing just some hand gestures, and as he's doing that, I'm doing maybe a hand gesture in my video. The image or character that I generated is also repeating the same hand gestures. Isn't that interesting? A lot of people are selling that as well and telling you if you want to learn, you have to pay money to come and learn. But this is how it's done. I'm teaching you that now. Okay, there is photo animate. This is, you know, very basic, right? We know how to animate our photos. We can animate our photos via Meta AI and all that. So this is where it's done. You can also have standard and pro. Like I said, this, you don't have to, you may not, you can create your image, but it may take a little bit of more time and it's free. So if you say you don't have credit, because I don't have credit, if I have credit, would have generated with credit, which will make it very easy for me to generate whatever I want to generate. But if I want to generate anything here, it's going to take me some time. So you can feel free to play around with this, but this is how to use it. Okay. Now let's also go to Meta AI. Meta AI just released a new Meta AI videos. Well, not a talking video this time, but you can animate videos with it as well. So you can go to create and log in with your Facebook. Log in to your Facebook. I think I have Meta AI open somewhere. I would have preferred to do that instead of, let's see if it works. Instead of using this browser, I have to log into my Facebook. Okay. Yeah, so you can create an image, you can create a video, you can change the settings, variety, weirdness, 0, because you don't want all this, stylization, and depending on the style, I believe the style is whether you want it photorealistic, you want it cartoon-like character, and all. You can do all that. So I just was playing around with this. So some of these images I created with ImageFX. So I want to show you how it wobbles. It's so bad. The video creation is so bad. So it wobbles because it's just a scene I created with ImageFX, and I animated it. You can see sometimes the hands, I don't know if you've seen some AI videos that wobble like this. See how these things are coming together. So this is how it's created. It's not good. So I've shown you how to create the good one. So this is also where you have the style. Here you can just only animate your video. It doesn't have a voice. No matter what, it won't have a voice. So they have not added that feature. So that's why I was emphasizing on Veo 3. 1 is good, but it's not as good as Veo 3. Sora 2,
Okay.
I haven't used that much. People say it's good, but I haven't used it that much to say what it is. But people say it's very sharp and clear. I don't remember. I don't know if it has. I think maybe it should have a video. Like talk, like it have a speech. Maybe speech is included as well. So here you can add music if you want. You can also extend the animation if you want. Of course, the styling, different styles. You can create different styles for your video. Like this one is photorealistic, but if you don't want photorealistic, you want cartoon-like characters and all that, you can just choose here for any of your videos. So it's not, and it's generated by text. That's why I say text to video is not very definite. To get a very specific, definite, precise kind of video, you will have to use a picture that you have prompted it like so good. So you can see some of them, somebody is somewhere else and it's just, before you know it, the hand is moving like everywhere. It looks beautiful, but when you watch it closely, you will notice those wobbly movements, which doesn't really like work. So the one that really works very well is Veo 3. 1 also works a little bit, but not as much as Veo 3. Okay. Let me stop sharing this slide. I think we have gone through a lot of things here in video generation. Tell me what's your experience? Tell me
Oh,
experience.
awesome so far. And it got me thinking. Actually I have a course which I developed like almost 2 years ago, but never really launch it. When it comes to stuffs like that, you're always looking for perfection before you can say you want to launch it. But one of my challenges actually has to do, because the course is actually focused on busy professionals, just like me, trading forex. And I know, busy people like me, even to start going through a course, it can be a big challenge. So I think where I hit the rock was I had all the materials prepared, but I was looking for an opportunity to say, okay, rather than having the material in material written, I can make a video. For instance, I have a 10-page material. If I can, in a video, I can explain that 10-page material in 5 minutes. And it's easy for people to relate with it because, it's a video, it's short, and, it's straight to the point. They don't have to bug themselves reading a lot. Even while they are, in transit, they can watch the video, or they can listen to the audio, as the case may be. So at that point, I just, I stopped and I was like, okay, I need to find out how I can, transform those, text into video. So while we're doing text to video, the thing was all over my head, like, oh, okay, this is what you've been looking for all along. And so it's really quite revealing. And it's a wonderful experience for me so far.
Awesome. I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah.
when you talked about creating courses, I also want to tell you that there are like lots and lots of other tools. So
Okay.
Google recently released what we call Google Vits. So it's like you creating
Google VIX.
Vits.
VIT.
VID. I'll share the link with you. Google Vits.
Okay.
So it's when you have a PowerPoint presentation, so it helps you to create those PowerPoint presentations, like just creating it by itself. Like you just prompt it and it just creates that. I think the maximum it can create is about 10 minutes of video or 30 minutes of video, but it's Google Vits in case you have your presentation, in case you have it as a presentation.
Okay. Yeah, that is not a problem. I can put it in PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah,
Yes.
if you would like to. Yeah, it's called Google Vits. Right now it's paid, but it's still in its nascent stage. So Google has been on fire and has been releasing things. So it's so lovely to hear that you've had a wonderful experience so far.
Yeah, it is.
I know whatever I'm sharing here is very unique. A lot of people have, buckets of it here and there, but I mean, somebody who understands AI and how the foundations of AI and going to that root of it, like giving you everything and why it is happening the way it is happening and what to use. And this is practical, this is hands-on. You can try it yourself. That's what makes us different. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to share also, I'm going to continue. There are a couple of things I wanted us to also, look at, but I don't know if time will permit. We have about...
Sorry, do you have any program for our teens?
Yes, we can
take teenagers. Yeah.
Well. Yeah, we can take teens as well.
Okay.
So let me share my screen once more. Okay, can you see my screen? Am I sharing the correct screen? So we've talked about the dialogues of the scene, the ingredients to video, right? I told you if you want your face to be showing, that's what you use to create your videos. Okay, timestamp prompting is something else to also consider. This is when you want to generate complex things, like you want to create a video, a movie, sorry. You want to create a movie that has multiple shots. And so you want to control the timing of how things happen and when they do happen. You can use what we call timestamp prompting. So when you don't need to think too much about it. Give it to ChatGPT. ChatGPT has been my collaborator from time immemorial. ChatGPT, and it gives me exactly what I want because I know how to prompt it. And remember, talking to ChatGPT, you talk to it as I've given you like how to talk to it. Like they give it the role, the task, the context, and the context that you need to give it. What else am I missing? Examples, if you do have notes, data, whatever that is, give it that information, and then you'll be able to generate more information for you. So tell it timestamp prompting. When you give it that timestamp prompting, you're able to get the video that you want, and then it creates it in scenes, in continuation. So whatever you have, it will give, like here, it will give the 2 seconds, the next 2 seconds, the next 2 seconds. So it flows, there's audio continuity, everything works very well. Timestamp prompting is the best approach to go when you want to generate a scene like that. Okay? Generate a movie. Okay. So how do we like create with Veo 3? We've talked about this, your story. We've already done this. Ideation. You can, even if you don't have a story, go to ChatGPT, ask it to ideate for you, or tell it what you plan to do, and it would just be able to draft it, create a story. A lot of people can go to ChatGPT to do that, but I will recommend you look at what is working, especially if you're going to social media. Look for a story or a line from a reel. I don't know if I'm sharing. Am I still sharing my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen. And some multi-shot sequence creation.
Yes. Yes. So if you find a story you like on social media, follow the people that are doing what you want to do. Because this information is evolving. Once you start liking and following people that that is in the same industry, you kind of like pick the patterns, and that's what you can feature GPT first to even create maybe a custom GPT that can give you like ideas and stories. So anytime you go to that custom GPT, it gives you that storyline. You can also, of course, now you can convert text. You can go to like maybe history. I'm just saying, if it's a story, some people might use this for money, creating YouTube videos. A lot of people have been doing this for YouTube videos, using different apps for video creation. Hypernatural, Heijin, people have been using it for a long time now to be doing a lot of things for voice cloning, image cloning, and all that. They are creating their AI avatars like Heijin. So you may want to get stories either from social media, or some people are into Bible stories now, and some people are into folk tales, African folk tales. Some people are into history. So they are using it to create YouTube videos so that they can earn money from YouTube. So you can use that with your timestamp prompting, and ChatGPT can do all of that for you to make sure that there's continuity. Okay. We've talked about this JSON prompting. If you want your videos to be very precise, you use JSON prompting. So we've talked about timestamp prompting. We've talked about JSON prompting. Okay, so these two types of prompting, very crucial. I have an example. It should have a scene. It should have a short camera dialogue. If it does have like a dialogue, whatever you're going to say, and it should have your sound effects. You specify the sound effects. This is an example of it. So what is the scene? A modern coffee shop interior, warm lighting. The shot is medium shot, right? That's the kind of shot it is. The camera is a dolly movement that is following the subject. A dolly is forward and then backward. Is following the subject. Subject is a barrister in apron preparing espresso. So once I put this in VO3, it will be able to generate for me very beautiful, lovely image, because I have used this JSON prompt, and it will crisp exactly what I have defined is what it's going to give to me. And it will be saying the dialogue, perfect cup, coming right up. It will just say exactly what I have, because I have put it in a JSON prompt. And you will not see the image wobbling or any of that, the hands wobbling. No, everything will be perfect. Okay, this JSON prompt works very well with VO3, doesn't work well with one AI. That is the one video, right? I have listed a couple of video generators. Of course, we know Google AI Studio. We know that already. We have used Flow in these projects. We have used Whisk. We use Whisk to demonstrate the seed, right? If you want something to resemble, if you want a subject to resemble another subject, right? You have to lock the seed so that it keeps generating that same kind of image. Okay, ChatGLM is also another one anybody can use. I'm uploading all these things. ChatGwen is another one. Vier is another one. Huyen Tencent is another one. These are all video creators. I just listed these ones because most of the things here are free. That's why I listed these ones. There are also a lot. Heijin is one. It's not free. Syllabus is another one. It's not free. There are many of them coming out every single day. Hypernatural is another one. It gives you some free credit, but it's not free. DaiGen is another one. It's very new, and they are very generous with credit, but I think I'm not sure it has let me check if it has a website. I know it has an app, but I don't know if it has a website. DaiGen, if I'm correct, DaiGen. Okay, free AI video generator. Okay, so it has a website, which is good. Yeah, so almost all of them have like similar ways you can utilize them. Okay. So maybe go to create, and then this is it. This is frame. You can see this is the frame one. You have the start, you have the end, right? And it has the seed is here. You can reuse the seed. Seed is right here. You put your video prompt here and you can generate your video. So it's telling me 20 credits per video. You can add your AI sound effects as well, right? If you have a music, you can upload or select a music here. So it has an upload button here, or you can select a music here if you want your video to have music. I think so. For now, it's giving us Sora 2 for free, which is lovely. Can use Sora 2 model here. Okay. I will also show you a couple of more things. I told you something about prompt enhancement. It also has a prompt enhancement. So most of these tools, they have prompt enhancement so that it enhances your prompt, makes sure that it has all the details it should have before generating that video. It has a lip motion here, so you can try this. So making sure that your lip is syncing, lip syncing. Okay, so most of them are like similar to what we have, talked about. So it says free. I think it has where did I go to again? For me to use it, I may need to log in first. So I clicked here, but I understand that it has about maybe the phone version is what has 300 and something credits, and then once you use it, you can still once you use it, it rolls over. Once you don't finish using it, it rolls over to the next one, to the next day, I guess, or next week. Click for image change so you can upload your image here as well. So explore this. You can see the video control, it has 5 seconds and only 10 seconds. Maybe even the 10 seconds, you need to upgrade to get the 10 seconds from what I see here. Is on 1080 pixels. You can remove your watermark if you want, but of course you need to upgrade. So these are some of the features, but this I understand is a little bit free. I haven't tried it that much, but it recently just came out. So it hasn't been there. So most of these things by next year, I believe we'll have most of them for free. Just like the image one, we have images for free. It wasn't all that for free before now. And you can have the models, you can have the different models, and then you can have the different styles. I think that's what this is. Okay, different models, 30 models available here. Do you have any questions for me? Do you have any questions for me?
No.
No
My
question.
daughter just stepped in, and she was telling me she knows how to use. She was bragging she knows how to use AI.
Okay.
In all these things, yeah.
Okay, awesome. If she knows how to use them, like children, I mean, it's right now, children who use AI would always excel and exceed those who don't use AI. People use AI. For me, I don't sit down to watch videos anymore. I have a video, I just copied the transcript, put it in my custom GPT, and custom GPT gives me whatever I ask it to give me, maybe a breakdown of it. I can't sit down to watch videos. And that's across like all, because now all YouTube videos have transcripts. Google has made all YouTube videos to have transcripts. There's no hiding unless you don't publish it, unless it's not public.
Wow.
So anybody can copy anything right now. So children who know how to study with AI will pass those, exceedingly pass those who don't know how to study with AI. It's good. Okay, so I do have like a core principle for AI video creation, which includes your idea. You can do this with ChatGPT, then generates a script for you. You can turn that script into an image, and then you can go to VO3 to convert it into a video. If you also want to use your own voice, you can use your voice, upload it, and then go to CapCut to edit, or any video editor, any video editing tool if you want. So I do have a couple of demos here. We've run out of time, but these demos are very lovely. You can try them out. This is a UGC video reel. So what does this mean? UGC means user generated content. So you know how we ask you to create your videos or create a mug. So you can just create something, and this to drive testimonials, you can just like you created a video right now, right? And assuming you created it with yourself, by yourself, we could use that as a UGC content. Okay, so what is the pain? That's exactly what you've just done. What's the pain of the person? And then you use that call to action. Now you're telling them to come to your AI, your Forex course, right? Come and take your course, because with the course, people are seeing results. Okay. Cinematic live product ad. So this you can also do. I did create a couple of products with just ChatGPT. You can ask AI. I have the workflows here. You can just look at it. So if you have a product, you can upload your products to ChatGPT, can recreate that product for you, and you can use that product to create videos for you, and anyhow you want to do it. So we also have CGI animated ads, or even the CGI product. CGI means computer generated images. So let me explain further on this CGI, because it's raining. If you see some videos telling you, you'll maybe see, let's say I want to create a drink. I'm creating a drink that has my name, and maybe the drink is like Zobo. It tastes like Zobo. I can ask ChatGPT to give me a beautiful CGI showing bubbles, maybe a waterfall or something. The background will be like a waterfall. I can just ask it. Let me just ask it, and then it can generate something, maybe in a can with the name UC. Let's just give it a prompt. So is what we call computer generated images. So ChatGPT, I want you to generate a computer generated image for me, a CGI for me, that has maybe a drink I am producing. The drink will taste like a Zobo drink, but it's in a canned bottle and it has the name UCY on it. And it should have like bubbles and looking very beautiful and very bright. Let's say very bright, purplish drink, and looks a little bit dramatic and beautiful. Not the purple doesn't have to be very deep. It could be light, and maybe it could be light. So let me see what you can generate. So let me add the video, the image thing here, so ChatGPT can generate it for me. So these are what we call computer generated images, and that's the kind of ads people are using right now to create things for them, create it and market it. So anybody who has any products, creating these things is gonna be more attractive. Like, oh, give me, like, can you create this for me? Can I have this thing? Because it's very attractive. It's computer generated, and of course with because it's computer generated, it looks very beautiful. So let's see what it's going to create. While it's doing that, I still want to go over some other demos, which we didn't have time to get to. So I'll ask it later on to give me a prompt. So I don't know if you've seen those like Nike shoes, like maybe Nike shoes busting and coming together, like showing Nike, something like that.
Yes.
Those are the kind of what we call CGI generated images. Or we can say like Lamborghini, maybe the parts coming together and then forming Lamborghini. That's kind of what we call CGIs. You can also use this for storytelling. I've talked about a couple of things you can use it for, the kind of storytelling, maybe storytelling, history, crime, folk tales, like different kinds of storytelling that people are using it for now. So these are some of the demos we would have done. And I mean, you can still do maybe next week when I'm not sure. Next week we have even more things to do. Yeah, but these are some of the things that you can use it to generate. Okay, so for this I can go and just animate it. once it creates that product for me, I can just animate it, and then you see how beautiful it's going to look. And of course, at no cost, and I put it out there. Isn't that amazing?
Awesome.
Okay, it's taking some time with image and video generation. It always takes some time, and I'm so happy that these things are free for us. Otherwise, we would have paid so much money.
Yeah.
It's taking.
So we have to go by 15:45. I have an appointment for 4.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. It's I hope it gets done by then, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what it is. But I guess we can still even, like, I don't know how long it's going to take. We have about 9 minutes.
No, that's still 90 minutes. Yeah.
9 minutes.
No, I was just trying to tell you up front. So.
Yeah, let's see if it's gonna it's going to complete the generation before that time. So I do have a couple of things in the classroom.
Okay.
Yes, I've the worksheet for this week. If you can get in, just play around with the task. There are 2 tasks. The first one is to generate something that's, I don't remember what it is again, but something that can help you. Maybe something that, like a course, you are talking about creating a course, so you can create a cover page of a course if you want to sell on the internet. And the second one is creating an avatar of yourself. You can use the ingredient to video. The steps are all there. The task and the steps are all there. This will help you to put yourself out there. Even if you don't want to, put yourself in the camera, you may be able to you create an avatar of yourself and put yourself out there. And somebody that talks like you and speaks like you. Yes, just try it out and you should be good to go. So something very relevant to what you want to do, just like we just created that ad as well.
Yeah.
Would it be okay if we share the video you created, if you downloaded it? Can you share it with me on WhatsApp so you can just post it as what's...
Sure, I will. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. It's taking more time. I may just start a new chat. Start a new ChatGPT. And I'll put the recordings today.
Okay.
Yes, immediately after the class, or once the recording is ready. Sometimes it takes a while to generate the recording. Excuse me. I'm not sure this would work. Banana. This might be fast. Okay. Okay, it's coming up. Yeah, this is not good. So we can just give this one a chance. Yep. Look at it. So I said something dramatic. So it just generated this for me.
Awesome.
And I can just animate it, right? I can just animate it. And if I animate it, it can just add waterfall. You can do different things to it. So I said Zobo, and he gave me hibiscus, I believe, and ginger. I didn't say ginger and hibiscus, but I said Zobo, and he picked my Zobo as hibiscus and ginger, right? So yeah, these are some of the things you can do with do and animate it, and then it becomes like a video, and you can do the unboxing and all that. These are all or some of the things. And I think I do have a copy, like I do have some other things right here. Yeah, your AI twin. These are all the demos we could have done. Monetization niches, African folktale, Bible, Christian narratives, reality TV commentaries, crime and detective stories, historical documentaries, which is sometimes very exciting, comic book and story analysis, wrestling, explained, animal documentaries. Like a lot of people can do a lot of things with it. So these are monetization niches if anybody wants to go into that. Look at this. Have you seen some drinks that are
yes.
Yeah, you see, like I can just go and animate this and it's really lovely and bubbling. That's how it's created. Okay. So this is actually something that I wanted to create. This one looks a little bit so dramatic, but something like this works for me. Yeah, so that's how it's created. And you can also like edit it if you don't like what you have. So that's it. Thank you so much. I think have a nice, lovely day. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help at any time.
Oh, okay. Are you going to post this monetization niches?
Of course, they are in there. They are
Okay.
in the material itself.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
So I'll share that as well.
Okay.
Okay, thank you and take care.
All right, thank you.
Yeah,
It's been a wonderful time. I've learned a lot today. Yeah, so I'll put them into practice during the week.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Take care. Bye.
All right, thank you. Yeah, have a wonderful week.
You too. Bye.
Yeah, bye.